Hey gang, Cabel McElderry here, and today I want to talk about one of the most important and hottest trends right now as far as growing and improving your fitness business. I think many people that have maybe, especially if you watch my videos or been following along, if you've been part of any of our private coaching programs, you know, we really talk about and try to accelerate your business with the use of social media marketing. We know that social media marketing right now is definitely the most cost-effective marketing with the highest return on investment. But we've also seen a lot of people migrating to social media marketing. The competition is more fierce than ever. The rules and restrictions are changing, and how to do it effectively is constantly evolving. So these days, it used to be a few years ago that things like blogs, your website, and ongoing content, keyword content were so critical for getting noticed in your community and getting a lot of organic traffic online. But we've definitely found that has really changed and shifted over to that social environment. So these days, one of the most important things that's driving my business and how we're getting engagement to our advertising, promotions, trials, and basically attracting a lot of our new customers. And you know what? This is a really good thing because it's very authentic and sincere and very value-oriented for the consumer, which the world needs more of. But typically, we find that we need to have a strong sense of community. In fact, I would argue that these days that my fitness facilities aren't known as gyms or workout centers. They're actually known as communities. And that a lot of our clients stay for an extended period of time. They love the service that we provide, but more importantly, they love the community that they've become a part of. They love the friendships and relationships that they developed as a result, which creates a very strong win-win environment in that we're enriching people's lives and making them more likely to not only reach their fitness goals, but personal goals and career goals, because self-confidence and self-esteem is greatly growing in a world today that needs more of that, as well as providing the education they need to transform their body. But how do we do that? How do you get people engaged? How do you really create a sense of community? And many entrepreneurs really struggle with this. So I'm going to give you some really easy tips that can also translate to how you're using with your marketing and the mechanics of your marketing to make your business growth much more effective, or at least I hope. So number one thing, in many ways, content is still king. So through your social channels, through your private groups, which by the way, you need to have a fan page as well as a private group for your fitness business, a place where your clients can communicate and engage one another in a very safe environment to encourage people to be vulnerable and share about themselves. So you need to have both kind of paradigms here, and both of them have to have a regular influx of content, at least once a day. Better is twice a day, better still is 3 or 4 times a day. Now, content can be anything from infographics and memes, things that create an emotional response, make somebody laugh, smile, or encourage their day, to detailed stuff that is valuable that they can take out and apply right away. There are a number of content providers that you can leverage that will syndicate this type of content for you, and there's still some value in that, because the point is that all of us are content consumers, and even if it's some similar information that's distributed through multiple channels, often somebody can benefit from it. So as a successful fitness professional, you're probably always locked in your own continuing education, doing a lot of online research. Share some of the cool things that you find with your clients. But don't be surprised if this content on its own doesn't get a lot of engagement. Not a lot of people are going to like, not a lot of people are going to comment, because what you're also working against is that we have an amazingly short attention span. So people will throw up likes on infographics and pictures and things like that. It's getting harder and harder to get people to content, never mind to read an article of some sort, but it's still an essential first step for what it is that we do. So number 2, which is one that many people are beginning to embrace, are things like Facebook Live, or live videos, pre-recorded videos like the one I'm making now, still useful. Facebook Live is absolutely better. If you're not comfortable with Facebook Live, even I'm not fully, which is why I'm doing this pre-recorded video, so I can make mistakes and do it again if I need to, start there. Do regular pre-recorded videos, publish them on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook, always directly upload to Facebook, for example, as they certainly favor that, and you want to be delivering content this way. As people scroll through the news feed, Facebook in particular, they see something moving, they're more likely to stop. If they're hit the little sound button so it starts to make noise, then chances are they're going to stop and listen for a few minutes, much like you are with this video. So this is a much more engaging type of content, and through the back channels of advertising, of course, there's a lot more ways that this can be leveraged in terms of custom audiences, getting better targeted people that will be probably more interested in the promotion you want to deliver, which again is a win-win to the consumer and you. They're actually more likely looking for your service, and it's easier for you to find the people that might actually be buyers, which is so important for both the consumer and the service provider relationship. Now here's where we really get into community, and this is some of the most important things in my mind. Acknowledge and congratulate. Now, when you were in grade 1, chances are when you did something right and you exercised the congratulate, still can't spell. When you were in grade 1 and you did a behavior that was positive, chances are you were rewarded with some sort of acknowledgement or congratulations, typically in the way of something like a gold star. So even as adults, we want this. It feels good to the human nature to be praised. There's physiology we all know that goes along with this, which actually stimulates the release of hormones like dopamine that make us feel good when we are acknowledged and congratulated. So the most important thing that you can do after you get a sense of content and whatnot on your fan pages and social media channels is to acknowledge and congratulate your clients or customers. At first, some of them you have to be careful how you do it. Not everybody is okay with open praise, but after they get a taste of it, they'll be hooked, just like you and I would be. We want to be praised. So acknowledge and congratulate. And the magic is that many people will engage with this type of content because human behavior is such that we're selfish by nature, and we want to acknowledge or congratulate others because selfishly we hope somebody will turn around and praise or congratulate us. So this is testimonials and social proof. We all know the importance of that stuff, but this is even more important, acknowledging and congratulating. This doesn't just need to be individuals. Groups are so good. And it's really a great way to overcome the barrier where individuals may not be comfortable with this type of open congratulations in their own. Group photos, workout videos of your clients working out, and where it's hard to tell specific people, but giving a shout out to a particular time slot, particular group of people, those within that group will acknowledge and congratulate others. Now, publicly, to the people that are on the outside looking at your business, considering, is this the service they're looking for, love to see this stuff. I mean, wouldn't you? If you're going to buy a product or service, wouldn't you love to see that there's a culture there that makes you feel like you could be accepted or actually be a meaningful person or welcomed into that community, as opposed to just a monetary transaction where you are forgotten and service or the feeling of appreciation isn't necessarily part of the transaction. I think we all know within the fitness world, particularly boutique, fitness in general, not just boutique fitness, and many service businesses, that it's this feeling as the consumer that you are valued and appreciated goes so far. So this is one of the big ways that online we're stimulating a sense of community in a very easy and methodical level. Now, there's a number of other things that we can talk about. So in fact, I'm going to add one more thing before I shut this video off, is what we call our community events. So we've made it a point within our businesses where we're trying to get to the point of every quarter we're doing a community event where we simply invite our clients out to participate in something that may or may not be workout related. Something where they can bring their families and their friends, because it is about developing relationships, which from a results standpoint with our clients is incredibly critical for them to be surrounded by that positive bubble of affirmation and encouragement. Let's face it, I can give them as a coach a great deal of support and accountability, but not as much as if they are surrounded by a community of like minds. These events obviously translate very well to this type of content that will greatly increase your level of engagement. You have more engagement, you put an ad out there, it's going to validate your credibility and authority, and you get much greater response. So in a nutshell, these are some basics of how we're creating an online community that you can benefit from on a marketing standpoint to attract more leads and grow your business.